Hello everybody, welcome to Podcaster TOTEN episode 3. I am Flammenwerfer and I have the usual cast of ladies here with Lithium, FatedTitan, and Grill, but we have a new guy here today. He's our guest host. How about you introduce yourself, new guy?
Hey Cods, this is Undead XP. I'm Cody. I'm an alcoholic and I like zombies.
Woo! Welcome, Cody.
Hi, Cody.
Welcome, Cody.
Thanks, guys.
Hello.
I mean, hello.
Hello.
Well now. So, now that you know our very brief guest there, let's get on to the current CODS events. Like always, so first thing on the bracket is the User of the Month. Nominations are now happening. So if you haven't nominated anybody, just go down to the threads in the site news. Got some user information, blah 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 blah. You give them your who you want to nominate. It's like if you want to nominate me, which seems to be like the main thing going on right now,
Or anyone else.
or anyone else.
Yeah,
I'm
Fireman's got
nominating
this.
Grill.
Just
He did a pretty good job this month too.
And don't forget to actually have some of the things people come in and they're like, oh, let's see who everybody's voted for. Yeah, I'll just throw their name in too. You know, it's nominations. You put in names, then you vote later. People think they have to vote the same person before we get to the voting too. So just FYI.
Well, that's disappointing. I was going to vote for Grill.
Yeah.
You should, 2-month reign.
Real's still getting compliments. Everybody's like, oh, congrats, even though you have like a week left.
Oh, right. That's why I love CODs. Everyone's just really supportive, and that's why you should voice your vote for User of the Month. And make sure to provide some sort of links, maybe, to things that they've done that are important that you think should be shared with the rest of CODs, because we'll all see them. And, yeah.
Yeah, just don't be a slowpoke though.
Maybe we should host it like American Idol and have everybody try out, and I'll judge with James as well.
Then I'll be Ryan Seacrest.
Yes. This month on User of the Month, yeah, with that voice and everything. Wear the tie too.
Flammen Seacrest.
The
Flammen Seacrest out.
There you go. Yes.
The votes have been tallied, and you all over the continent. I assume there's like people in Australia, and
Yeah.
I failed with that, but whatever. Okay, so let's
Fail.
let's move on to the next docket or whatever it's called. So just information update for the Grim Reapers that we mentioned last week. I think Grill knows more about that. So
basically, Way to Go wanted everyone to know that at the moment, he doesn't have any Wii U and PC players signed up for his Grim Reapers clan, but if you out there listening right now are a Wii U and PC player, let him know. He's going to throw you right on there, and you get a chance to win Season Pass, DLC. I mean, it's really cool. So it's in the Teammate Finder thread, and definitely check it out.
Yep. Okay, and the last current CODS event is...
Fated can handle this one.
Yeah, you can do that.
A wild carbon fiber has appeared on League of Legends. I don't know how many of y'all play this, but it's a strategy game on PC, and I had the privilege to play with him the other day. Not too bad. Could use a little work. But, yeah, I just figured y'all would really like to know that Carbon is doing his job, playing games, and having a good time. And Carbon, if you're listening, we all love you here.
We know you're listening, Carbon.
Of course, he always listens. He's a huge fan, apparently. But if any of y'all play League of Legends, you can let me up, FatedTitan. And yeah.
Sweet.
And for something totally unrelated, today BioShock Infinite came out.
Yes, it did.
And it looks freaking sweet. I just got home from getting it, and I am going to play it as soon as we end this podcast. So
yeah, me too. I saw Perfect Lemonade talking about it, and he had very positive things to say. So I'm stoked as well. Plus, I hit up the what was it called? Industrial Revolution puzzle online, and I got like 50 gold eagles and some sort of gear or something. I don't really understand it yet because I haven't played. So, but either way, I'm stoked.
Okay, so we have the thread / topics of the week / having a little fun of ourselves. So the first thing is the Jimmy Z / Peter L tweets. The next DLC is in Ireland. That was a thread by Shooter, I think, right?
Oh yeah, it's good to see Shooter back, by the way.
Yeah, very good. See you back, man. I hope you're listening to this. So yeah, we kind of touched on these last week, how Jimmy was giving some tweets, and he's been giving some more. So yeah.
Infest, have you you want to take over on this?
Oh, whoa. Put it on the spot here. Okay.
Oh, no, I wasn't trying to put you on the spot. I was just having...
No.
I like to hear the fest.
Yeah, I was just kidding. But I actually made a video about this on my YouTube, and I was... No, I'm not trying to make it sound like that, like I'm directing attention to myself. But I thought it was pretty interesting because when you see the images posted up on Shooter's thread, you notice that it starts off with numbers 1, 2, 3, and then it jumps to 5, and then you get some carpet. And I'm not sure what that's all about, but what I found more interesting was the signs talking about some places in Ireland, one of them being some kind of cavern that it looks like. And I'm reading this, and it looks like it goes deep into the ground. Like it starts off in a hill, rocks everywhere, but it could be like a labyrinth underneath. And people have been saying, well, maybe that explains the little, corner tear of the die rise loading screen. It explains how there's rocks and it would be an underground map. It seems fairly reasonable. But what I'm kind of confused on is, if you notice, Jimmy Z posted a picture of a building.
Yeah.
And
church.
Yeah, a church. And I believe that's supposed to be in Ireland still?
Well, both of the places he listed were in Ireland. They're on kind of the northeastern coast. And one of the things to acknowledge, definitely, is that both of the photos were taken along the side of a road, which was Road 247. And it appears in both of the photos, so by logic, that has, it's concurrent with both of them. So I think that, maybe maybe that's an allusion to another transit style map, where we're on the road. I'm not sure.
Pretty interesting, to say the least. And did you guys ever get a chance to do some deep insight about the signs that was posted up about the Kerry cow and the Rothmulan?
Yeah, I actually posted in that thread. I saw that stuff and I thought it was really interesting. I was actually heading on over to the forum to post it, and there it was from Shooter. Sorry, I'm getting to it right now.
It's all right. They all look the same. You posted 3 locations: the Rathmore, the Kerry Keel. Oh, is that said? Okay, and then the Rothmulan.
Right.
They're actually. It looks like the Rothmulan and the Kerry Keel are relatively close to each other.
Right.
And the Rathmore is down south of the island.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt you, but the Rothmore is actually not involved. The signs, you have to understand the photos, they're cut off, and so you can't read fully what the towns were. And so when I was first looking it up, I thought it was Rathmore, but it makes a lot more sense that it would be Rathmullen because it's right next to Kerry Keel. And we'll link the thread in the description so you guys can look at this as we are. One of the actual interesting things about Ireland, aside from the Blarney Stone, as you guys were saying, is that it has these 4 megalithic kind of tomb passages that were created back in the day. There's tons of different kinds of burials and urns and cairns there. It's really interesting. One of the more prominent ones that Way to Go was talking about was the Caraway tomb. So he posted a video in that thread, but feel free to do some research on it. Oh, excuse me, Carrowmore. Carrowmore, not Caraway. My bad. Yeah.
All right. So the next topic is something that I want to touch up on. It's the abundance of bullcrap rumors for the second DLC. Oh my god! In the past 2 weeks alone, I have come across 5 fake ideas for DLC number 2. We have Orientation, Induction, Siege, Revolution, and then this one is what was it? It was Contamination, but within the same description, they gave it another name.
Jeez.
They were smart.
And it's just... like, which one of these is real? None of them are real. Like, this is what happens when Treyarch is inconsistent with their DLC. Like, honestly, we should be getting it at least once every 2 months, I think. Because when Black Ops came out and released their DLC, it was just haphazard as heck. Just DLC plotted everywhere. Like, okay, let's have one in February 1st, and then let's wait a whole bunch of months, and then have 2 DLCs in consecutive months. It's like, no, you shouldn't do that. Making us wait.
Do you think they should have gone the Modern Warfare 3 route, where they did the pay early season pass sort of deal with Elite, and then you get something every month, and then after those few months, you get a map pack come out?
Not too sure about that. Maybe that could work.
I think that's a lot of stress on the developers, though, and like in the end leads them to make less than good products, which is personally why I didn't really like any of the DLC for Modern Warfare 3 that wasn't a map pack.
Honestly, yeah, for the DLC for Modern Warfare 3, none of the DLC maps like really stood out to me. I can't really name anyone apart from Sanctuary, because that must be the most played DLC map on that game.
Few of the later ones were alright. The early ones, though, yeah. Ugh.
And then they decided to do those face-off maps that never really took off.
Yeah.
Like, they were expecting that to be such a big thing, and they never did.
Well, it's because it was free leading up till then, and it was like, oh, I have to pay for this mode, and like, I never played it, so 3v3.
Yeah, me neither. It's just silly. Like, the maps are way too small. Like, if you can make like a free-for-all game type for just those maps, would have been great. But no. But that has nothing to do with zombies, so let's just move on. So, unless you guys have anything to add to those bullcrap rumors.
They're all fake.
They're all fake.
They are all fake.
A lot of people have a lot of time on their hands.
They're all fake.
Just wait for the official announcement. I'm sure it's coming soon.
Oh, it's got to be
Our
up soon.
Photoshop
announcement.
Speaking of which,
There's,
Flamen, didn't you post a little thread about some members of the press?
That's right. Louis Scola, who is a basketball player, like last week, tweeted a picture of him in like a hotel room saying, like, "Thank you, Treyarch, for inviting me down to play the new maps that haven't come out yet." And I was like, "Wow, wow." And another thing is, apparently there's a rumor going around that there's some people, like the big YouTubers, are going down to California to test these maps out, like today. Apparently today was the day.
Right. Jimmy hollered at like Syndicate and a bunch of people on his Twitter, so you know something's going down.
Yeah, so we'll probably be getting some information soon, like maybe by the end of the week or next week. So hopefully, yeah. Because if they're already done, we should be getting them pretty soon, you know?
It does feel like it's about time to start releasing more maps to me, so
it really
let's hope
does.
so.
Well, if Undead saysn't, then by Jove, it should be true and real.
Yeah.
I still don't even know the end of the Easter egg for Die Rise. My group's sort of fallen off, and I won't look at spoilers.
You want to hear something pathetic? I haven't done
Yeah,
a single Easter egg since the moon. Yes.
I'm right there. I'm right there with you, actually.
Yeah, but you're doing it by choice, Grill.
True. I'm waiting to see if there's a better outcome at the end of it all, so.
Fair enough.
I don't know, I'll just YouTube the other outcomes.
Or read about them on CODs.
That too, yeah, the promote CODs. Blah. Okay.
So,
now here's another thing that we just thought of. Or was it, who
Faded
gave us this
who
idea?
brought
Faded.
it up.
So basically, we each have to tell the zombie storyline in 10 words.
And it doesn't matter if it's actually a sentence or any or just 10 words, right?
Yeah, 10 words.
Okay. All right.
So my idea was Element 115 made some zombies and now we kill them.
Straightforward.
There you go.
Very straightforward. Just yeah, that's 10 words. Maybe next week we'll do haikus.
Yeah. Zombie haikus.
All right, who wants
I'll work on
to
that.
go next?
Lithium, you had a good one.
Oh, if I had to make 10 words for a zombie storyline, whoa, is that a zombie? How do we get here?
How did we get here is like the question we have on every freaking map.
Exactly.
All right, I'm gonna say mine with the Frank Woods voice, if that's okay.
You're more than welcome to.
All right. Doctors 115, teleporters, deception, Frelia, Griffin, Ricto, Sam, Rocket, survivors, towers. There you go.
Towers.
Towers / antennas. It's one word if there's a slash.
Tower.
There's no way I'm going to top that one.
God, if one word could be a slash, and I could have written the entire storyline just one slash.
Parentheses count too.
In the beginning, there was man.
All right, Undead, you got something for us?
Oh, man. 10
Put you on
words?
the spot.
Yeah, this is a little unfair because we had time to think of this.
Let's
you on
see
spot.
here. We'll see how good my improv is then. Let's count. More zombies. Better find the power and stuff.
That's so solid.
That was good. That was 10 words, and that was good. I loved it. Loved it.
Awesome.
All right. Let's see, mine. Holy crap, there's zombies. What should we do now, Rick Toffen?
I love it.
I like how you put Rick
Poetry.
at the end, so it's like, oh, it's actually talking to him. Like, it's out of nowhere.
All right,
The voices.
I have another one. This one is in the eyes of Nikolai. Vodka, 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 vodka.
Plus
Yeah,
what?
And stuff.
That's the storyline, right?
Right
It is
in
the
there.
storyline, really.
I
Well,
need
we know
vodka.
vodka.
Where is the vodka?
I mean, there's no zombies. It's just all vodka and
Just
dudes.
vodka. Seriously, you
Walking
have to
vodka.
you have to commend Nikolai for doing that. Like when I'm drunk, I can't do anything. Let
Neither
alone
can
like
Takeo, apparently.
just throw up everywhere. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Like there we go. We have like Iron Gut Nikolai just being able to see straight, and then there's me. I'm Takeo. Okay, so if that's it. Jeez. Okay, so now we have some Z&As. That's questions and answers, but
Questions and answers.
questions and answers.
Questions and answers.
Now this is from Way. The best wonder weapon and why?
Oof.
I'll start us off. World at War Arrow Wunderwaffe. Because easily the best one. You can just horde up zombies and then 3 shots will take them all out. Because if you've played Shinonuma, you know how it works. And Darius, it's just great. Like in Black Ops, they really nerfed it so that it only does like 10 zombies at a time with one burst instead of doing infinite chaining, which really sucks. But apart from the Wunderwaffe, I guess the most fun one to use would definitely be...
Can we go?
No!
I want to talk about my favorite wonder weapon.
And
We
I
all
guess
know you love the VR weapon.
Don't forget it actually has 6 shots if you upgrade it too.
that
Mm.
too, yes. And I guess the most fun one I like is the Shrink Ray, the JGB.
Mm.
There's nothing just like shooting zombies and then just running into them. Hilarious. But yeah, now
Hunting
you
them.
guys can go.
Thanks, Master.
You're welcome.
Undead, what about you?
Oh man, I think I would have to back him up right there with the Wunderwaffe, with the waffle, America. You know, especially since you can get it golden in the in Black Ops on Darius, which is the only wonder weapon or weapon period that you can get in zombies that is actually gold. Which it used to. I haven't felt like it was like a big deal to get a gold camo until zombies. It was cooler to get it on zombies in multiplayer. So
Hells yeah.
yeah. And then probably the most fun, I honestly don't think anything beats running around on Ascension and waiting for that last zombie. You go prone, you look up, you shoot the you shoot the thunder gun, and they just disappear into the sky. Goodbye.
Oh yeah.
If you haven't tried that, now you do want to try that. I know you do.
Yeah, I was actually playing with an Australian player once with the randoms, and he did that. He's just like, whoop, there he goes. It was just so funny.
There was one time it was perfect. This zombie just got crucified by that big, huge star, like that. How does that star Spetsnaz logo or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
It went flying, and it literally just like no joke. It completely looked crucified just on that star, and it was wigging out and everything. I died laughing. So yeah, that's mine.
Nice. My favorite was the Scavenger, because I liked how it was like a dual weapon. It was a sniper rifle, but at the same time, you could use it close range if you had flopper and just run really tight circles and take out a crew behind you.
Not to mention that independent doom of that beeping sound.
Oh, yes. And they'd be like, it's gonna blow. And it'd just be like, explosion sound.
It did make it really fine.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah. I think I'm gonna really have to go with the JGB. I've always loved the idea of a shrink gun, and how they did it, where you get to run through the zombies to kill them. That was just perfect for me. It was fun. It was effective. I saw so many people using strategies with that you can get high rounds so quick, because it would just shrink almost an entire horde, and they just run through, and they get a max ammo almost every time through it. It's just such a fun gun. I feel like it and whatever the freeze gun is, I forget now. Winter's Howl are guns that are victims of their maps, because while their maps aren't so popular, but the guns are great, but no one gets to play with the guns a lot because they don't play the maps that much. So I don't know. I wish they'd bring them back.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them are really map specific.
Very true.
The only thing I had against the Winter's Howl was like when you played it on Verrückt, which was the only other map that appeared on in Black Ops. Those tight corridors, sometimes after certain rounds, it would freeze them, but not completely. It would just kind of slow down. So by the time you come back around from looping zombies, they usually be in your way instead of,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So it just depends, I guess, if you know how to use it.
Yeah.
It was cool to watch them just freeze in their steps, though. I won't
For
lie.
sure.
Definitely. Cool.
Infest?
Oh wait, what?
We didn't hear yours.
Question?
Best wonder weapon and why?
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm gonna have to back up everybody about that JGB. It's just a lifesaver, and who doesn't want to run over like little tiny zombie midgets in the air like soccer balls, But in comparison with that, I'm surprised nobody said the wave gun from Moon, because that thing is a mini Wunderwaffe, dual wield, and it can, when you put it up together to make the cannon, it makes them all, fat and puffy, and it makes a little microwave sound, and they just, blood splatters everywhere. And there's nothing more entertaining than seeing zombies just fly up like balloons.
Totally.
I also...
go
Oh, yeah, go
I
ahead.
feel like I'm very shocked no one here said the jet gun.
It's not a wonder weapon, it's a buildable. Get it right.
I consider it a wonder weapon.
I know Choppernator would really love this liquefier mentioned. That's a really fun gun. I really like how you can with it.
It is a really fun gun. Like, a lot of people don't consider the jet gun and the liquefier to be wonder weapons. I do, because to me, the definition of wonder weapon is just something that isn't quite necessarily powered by 115, but is like a unique weapon that does a lot of damage, really.
Right, in Die Rise with the liquefier, when he gets it, though, Marlton says, this gun has an element that was once thought to be, like, completely unstable, or, like, whatever he says. And I feel like that's definitely alluding that it's 115, which in my mind makes it a wonder weapon, but agree to disagree.
Yeah, because there's other weapons that we aren't really sure even have element 115 in them to begin with. For example, the Thunder Gun, we don't even know that there's anything in there that would allude to 115. All it does is just blow the zombies away. Same thing with the Gersh device.
VR11.
The VR11. No, the VR11 has like a little chunk of it spinning around.
Okay. Hold on.
A lot of people consider the Monkey Bomb to be a wonder weapon as well. But there's like no element 115 in there either.
That's always just been a bunkie with a TNT strapped to his back to me.
Same thing with the Matryoshka dolls and the Scavenger. Would you guys consider the Scavenger a wonder weapon? I do.
I
I
do.
do.
Yeah, it kind of shoots. It has the same kind of color and explosion as like the pack-a-punch bullets do in any other gun, except they explode. You know,
Yeah.
it has like purplish, pinkish tint to it when it shoots and explodes.
Yeah, it was made by Harvey Yena, so it's got to have 115 in it.
Shots.
So
If there's
yeah,
an extreme- if there's an extremely powerful gun and it only appears on one map, I normally consider that a wonder weapon.
Yeah.
like just a lot of people don't consider the jet gun to be a wonder weapon. I do. It's like, sure, you can't like pack a punch it, but you know, whatever, you can't pack a punch it. Like what could you go from like instant kills with that?
Well, see, when you pack a punch it, it becomes an airplane, and you fly to the night station and get a horse.
Yes.
Oh, the horse.
Let's not forget the one that's been consistent, the ray gun. I mean, he's always there for us.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I would definitely say the ray gun still is just. They've really nerfed it since World at War.
Yeah.
I feel.
But I'm not gonna lie, I don't miss being like thrusted backwards every time I shot at the zombies. I noticed that wasn't as
Yeah.
bad as it used to be.
Oh, definitely not now. Like, yeah. Ray gun is definitely an honorable mention. It's the only wonder weapon that's appeared in every map, even Dead Ops Arcade.
Very true. Good
Even
call.
the first map.
Even the first map. Yeah, it was the first wonder weapon before wonder weapons were a thing.
Even in the
Like the-
campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the ray gun's more like if you had a trademark gun for the zombie series, it would be the ray gun.
Definitely. I like the first time you got the ray gun, like what went through your head? Like it's like, holy crap, look at this thing.
Aliens.
Aliens, yes.
Yeah.
Jeez. Okay, so now that we voiced our wonder weapons, another thing from Way, has Black Ops 2 disappointed us, and should we go back to old maps? Personally,
Yes.
kind of, like, for me, it's been kind of a disappointment, but I'm probably in the minority here. I liked Transit.
I liked
It
it
wasn't
too.
it wasn't the best, and it really did not live up to the hype. But that doesn't say that it's a bad map. Like, it's really big. I find the concept of the bus really cool. If I'm playing with randoms, it's all I'm on.
Did you like Transit or did you like Green Run?
Oh my gosh. Well, I like Green Run as a whole.
Frank Woods wants to know.
I was also very let down by the size of the survival maps at first. When I heard that it was just 3 areas and they're like really small and they don't have all pack punch, like when I first heard of it, I thought like each map would be like Dorice sized, like it would be so awesome, but it wasn't. They're just really itty bitty maps, but that's not like as I started playing them more and more, it's like, this is actually all right. So I've grown accustomed to the like Stockholm Syndrome, and yeah. So Nuketown Zombies was also really good, and Die Rise is really good. I'm surprised that a lot of people say it's their favorite map. I just think it's like a case of, it's the most recent map, it's my favorite now.
I think it's a case more of a lot of people really didn't like Transit, and then they finally get a good map, and they say, like, oh my goodness, favorite map. Is coming off of Transit, which for me, I feel like Transit wasn't a bad map. It wasn't, overall, it's not a bad map. For me, whenever I got bored with it was whenever I just was attempting Easter egg after Easter egg after Easter egg with it. But now that I can go back and I'm not worrying about Easter egg and I can go back and just play with friends and just have a good time, it's so fun. Like getting on the bus and trying to survive. I like to sometimes troll my friends and close the door when they're about to jump in that diner, and so they just fall in the lava pit and die. I mean, it can be so much fun. You gotta play for fun. You can't just play to do objectives all the time.
Exactly.
And that's with any map.
Yeah, speaking of which, about earlier, I think last week, I played Zombies for the first time in who knows how long, sadly enough. Yeah, it's pathetic, but I did play a game that I actually enjoyed for, just the sake of playing it for fun with both Flamen and Infest. So that was definitely, fun. now I'm like got this itch to play again for fun, and I haven't had that in a while. Just love you guys.
Oh,
It was definitely a bonding moment.
Yeah, I agree.
I didn't like how it seemed like, to me, like when I was trying to do.
Sorry, you're cutting out.
I guess I'll backtrack a little bit. I liked playing for fun am I?
Yeah.
Am I still here?
Yeah, you're still
Mic
here.
check. Okay. I didn't like how Green Run and Transit, respectively, kind of punished you for exploring. It felt like with all the fog, how you couldn't see anything, and I loved the guys coming out of the ground. Sarcasm. I really didn't like them, but Die Rise completely flipped my point of view, and I really enjoyed Die Rise. I think it's an awesome map, and Nuketown for me was a little small too. Expecting a little more. It looks like.
What about you, Lithium?
I would say actually that Black Ops 2 isn't really disappointing. It just hasn't made the exact same importance coverage that Black Ops did or World at War did. More specifically because we were brought, new changes, new modes that we do enjoy now, but it's just a straight change from just basic survival and learning about the storyline to all these new things. Treyarch is trying to pivot us in a different direction this time instead of focusing on the storyline aspect, because if you notice, the storyline has been lacking in the maps that we're given, and I don't blame them for that. I also like Transit. I like the bus. I like the fog. I liked how I actually do like the denizens, even though they're annoying. Yes, it does punish you, and it makes you think of different ways to survive. Because trust me, if you try surviving that fog, you're going down. But I think Black Ops 2, it's going to get better over time. Once you start adding new maps and new modes, it's going to be a really creative and fresh experience for us. So it's not up to par with what we had before, but I definitely wouldn't call it disappointing.
And definitely remember also that we've got, 3 technical maps for Black Ops 2. I mean, Black Ops had 10 maps that we could play, so we've still got 3 more DLCs to come.
Yeah.
To call it a disappointment already, it would be just throwing in the towel. I'm sure the devs are gonna just get us going very soon.
Yeah, like a lot of people keep comparing it to Black Ops, but they don't realize Black Ops has already been released. I remember in the beginning, like a lot of people were underwhelmed by it. I was, admittedly, because of the maps quality compared to World at War. But again, over time, it got better. So, like, it's just, you can't keep comparing it to Black Ops 1 when Black Ops 2 hasn't released all its DLC yet. So, that's my take on it.
I guess for me, I wouldn't necessarily call it a disappointment because, we're all still playing it, obviously, so it must be fun, at least.
Yeah.
But I think by disappointment, I think it really just kind of, there was just so much to intake at the same time because, the besides the new modes, we obviously had the new crew, and for me, it's always been the small things that make the biggest difference. So when you introduce a new crew, it's like inviting strangers into your house. You don't want them to touch your stuff.
Right.
Like, who are you? Get out. And then, the hype for Transit was a little bit of a disappointment just because it sounded like it was going to be this huge sandbox type map, and then basically the fog completely butchered that for me. And then it had a bunch of small maps, and it's fun. I do enjoy it. I like how it's a different style. I like how they actually kind of purposely seem to try to fit a certain way, like a certain theme for how to move around in the map this time. Like, that's the focus. So, like, obviously Transit was, bus was your way to get around, and then in Die Rise we got elevators, and it's all elevated, which I really love that layout because just for zombies in general, not just Call of Duty or just the zombie maps we have so far. It's just like, just for the zombies' nature, it's usually like, burn down streets, creepy alleyways, something like that. And this one's just like, we're taking this to the roofs, 60 something stories up, and killing zombies and trying to survive in tight quarters, which I love because we haven't really had a tight quarters map since Verrucht. But for me, it's just kind of like it just took a lot of getting used to, I think, for zombies and just how everything panned out, especially the new crew. And for me, my favorite map on there so far is actually still Nuketown, just because I really have actually wanted. It was funny because at first I'm like, God, this sucks. We need bigger maps since, like Nocturne Toten, and all of a sudden we do get bigger maps, and now I'm like, well, I want a small map again. So I actually too quite enjoyed Nuketown because it's, it's not totally, I don't feel squashed, and it kind of feels like a blast of the past in the sense with the new, like it follows the current events, and it's like pretty much Nocturne Toten sized, but a lot more open, I guess. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm really with you on those. Like, let's get some smaller maps again. Definitely. Sorry, I'm just mind blank. Anything to add? Anyone else?
I just wanted to add, I didn't realize that I said I do not think Black Ops 2 is a disappointment at all. I think it is awesome, and I'm going to be playing it until the next Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 comes out, so.
I think I mentioned this in the first podcast, but I thought that we would kind of like go with aliens this time around.
Yeah, it seemed like that was an idea thing ever since everybody was like, "Oh, Area 51," which technically did happen, but there was still no aliens.
Right.
I'm impressed that Treyarch did that with the aliens. Well, with Area 51, it's like, hey, they want aliens, they want this. How about we just put it all into this one big map, basically? And I thought that was really cool.
I don't know. To me, I've always thought like the Nova Crawlers were kind of quote unquote aliens because those teeth. Yep. Those teeth are not humane at all.
Totally.
That was my first theory I made on the site was that the crawlers are actually aliens. I should really I'll fish that up. I'll put in the link dump so you guys can look at it. It's the first time I got brains.
Isn't there a theory out there that was saying that basically what happened to the Vrilya was that they were experimented on and essentially turned into these Nova Crawlers, and that's why they have those little tunics that kind of look primitive or whatever?
Yeah, something
like that. Anyone?
Yeah, there was something like that. I want to say that the Nazis got into contact with them as well, and wasn't there interrelations between the some members of Group 935 with the Nazis, also with the Vrilya race? I don't know. I just remember seeing somewhere back in the day of CODs that there was a topic about how they were experimented on to a certain extent, and they kind of grew better relations with one another.
Yeah, I remember it was all because Richthofen found Shangri-La, I think, when he touched.
Yeah, that would be correct.
Yeah. And so I guess what would happen is that he either, when he went back and mysteriously arrived at Durace again, like 2 weeks later or something weird like that, he, when he went, he could have told them about it. And so that's kind of where I gather how the Vrilya got involved with being tested on. But of course, it's all speculation, of course.
Mm-hmm. Everything in zombies is speculation.
Indeed.
So yeah, I personally think that aliens will play a big part in the story sooner or later. We heard that alien noise on Moon and that when Richthofen teleported. So we've got some things going on here that aren't quite touched upon.
I guess the other thing I forgot to mention is I guess the thing that kind of disappointed me for Black Ops 2 for zombies and everything. It was just kind of like after the moon, you know, we built up all this anticipation for Samantha since freaking Baruch, and then she's revealed, and then it's like, okay, we win, do we? You know, what's next?
And then they just pull out new characters and stuff.
Yeah, so I think that was kind of the biggest like what that everybody had was like, where did this come from? You know?
Well, they're definitely going to. Have to please us, really, the fans, to include the original 4. You know.
Oh yeah. And I'm pretty sure by the way it's working out so far is that obviously the intent is that they're going to play a pretty big part in one of these future DLCs. Whether it's like they're just kind of, you know, guest characters that have something to do with the Easter egg, like they did in Call of the Dead, or just make an appearance even. I mean, I think that would be cool. Is that all we've heard lately is radios or, you know, guest appearances, quote, quote, where they're there, but they're not there. So I think it would be even cooler if, like, they actually introduced no-person characters as a part of the Easter egg, who are familiar to us, if not play as them, obviously, in some kind of, you know, ordeal.
I think we are talking
for reals, man.
All right. Well, for reals indeed.
Okay, so yeah, definitely. Like they're going to, like they have to.
Yeah, I just think it'd be cool if they really do introduce them as, like, you know, characters.
Yeah, like
for real, man.
Carbon won't allow them to just, you know, bring that up and then leave it.
But what if it's just like they bring it up as a taste for the next Treyarch title?
Well,
what if they just bring them in the last?
Oh my god! Oh no! Don't even.
I'd be super pissed if, like, the last map has, like, some kind of huge cliffhanger, like it's an actual cinematic and everything, and then it's just over.
I wouldn't be too surprised.
I know, but it seems like since the opening for Die Rise was actually more of a cinematic, more so than just a comic book, was you know, pretty intense. So I wouldn't be surprised if they keep exercising that.
I love that, by the way.
Yeah,
just throw that in there. That was awesome.
I really like the art style and stuff.
I've actually noticed. I think that art style might have been like. Did you guys see that video where they had these dudes paint all of Treyarch's walls?
Right.
Yeah.
It kind of looked like the same style.
I'm not too sure.
Maybe I mean, I only kind of watched it once. It was a while when they first did it, but it kind of had that really edgy style to it. But I mean, I don't know. I like how it has that comic book like style to it still too. You know, like it still follows like it was a comic book, but it's more of a cinematic. So.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Speaking of which, they should really release an actual physical comic book, like in stores, a graphic novel, after or sometime during it. That's kind of more of a fill in the gaps type thing.
Yeah,
because they totally could.
They
completely could.
I mean,
Halo has their own graphic novels.
Half of it would be written by CODs.
No kidding. I know somebody tried to do that once, or was thinking about it. Or somebody, maybe they didn't make an actual comic book, but they basically made a comic book, quote, quote, where they basically made it look like a comic book, and they just used all the loading screens and the pages. I don't remember who did that, but it was pretty cool.
We should find who did that and link it in the thread.
Definitely. Yeah. Okay, so next topic. Lithium, did you talk about anything?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so yeah, so next topic, like we listeners, we have a lot of things to talk about. It seems. So another question: how to deal with uncooperative randoms? So like randoms that just mess up your things, or they'll be shooting the jumping jacks when you're just trying to, you know, get your perks, which happens all the time. It's like, do you not know this? It's like me and Gorilla would be like knifing them, and then just to learn that they shot them anyways.
I know, right? Like, I see some 10s coming off of their name. Oh, man. There's the 10s.
The Glyven.
Oh, they're shooting them with the Glyven. Oh. I love Professor Frank.
Ah, yes.
Some clever Glyven.
Some Glyven, flavored Glyven. Okay, but anyways. So, how do you deal with that? Like, do we troll them? Do we just accept it? Do we quit? Things like that.
It's on a case-by-case scenario, I think, though, because some people are more uncooperative than others. Like, you can kind of tell maybe this person didn't know that you get a free perk at the end. But if you see a guy with, skulls or knives or anything, shotguns, then they should know. They should know that you get a perk at the end, and they should want to work for that. I mean, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, exactly. Like, the easiest strategy ever is just setting that little shack on the roof that has only like 2 doorways, and then you just put trample seams there.
Love it.
It's the easiest thing. Like, they just keep jumping and they die. They come through, Claymore. Like, it's so simple. And it's so easy to pick up when a jumping jack round is going to happen. So, anyways,
Undead, how do you deal with uncooperative randoms?
How do I deal with it?
Yeah.
Well, if you know me, I'm a deal with it guy. So as soon as I'm being trolled, I leave them for dead. Then I teabag them. Then I usually, kind of play around while, like, I'll have the last zombie. If they're really pissing me off, I'll just have I'll wait till the last zombie's kind of whiting around, and then I'll talk with. Usually, I'm playing with at least a couple friends. So I'll convince them to, like, keep the last zombie, and we'll just kind of circle we'll circle the guy died with the zombie and everything, and just kind of play around, kind of get bored, let the zombie hit us, and then let one of our friends die, then revive them. And then, basically, eventually they quit. But realistically, if they don't want to be cooperative, I usually just, like, I don't know. I usually play for fun anyway. So it's like if they're just if they're crippling, like, me getting far, if I'm trying to do that, then I just let them do their thing. And the nice thing is for Black Ops 2 is if they quit, somebody else can actually take their place.
True.
So it's not like they completely screw you over in this one, at least.
Definitely.
yeah. Or if they're the host, you don't have to worry about that anymore.
Most of the time. There have been some times when I've been kicked out of a game when the host leaves, but not often. Have you guys ever had, like, a guy that gets, like, so pissed off that he goes down and, like, you can hear him screaming on his mic, and then he, like, leaves mid-scream? Like,
yeah.
He's
just like so and so timed out.
There was this one guy I played with. It was like we were on Nuketown Zombies, and I actually have a video of it on my YouTube. Not to throw it out there or anything, but he's like, every freaking time it pieces out. It's so funny. Oh man, it's priceless.
Every Glyven time.
Every Glyven.
My favorite is when they have a thick accent and then they start being like, and if they have a thick accent and they're like 12, it's fun to just troll them sometimes and, like, start throwing grenades in their window. I know I sound like the douchebag that everybody hates, but you throw the windows in there, or you throw grenades in the windows, and they're like, "Stop throwing, stop nicking my kills." Every time, man, I just can't help it.
Holy crap! Oh.
Stop nicking my kills.
Oh, you broke me.
Oh, this is funny.
Danny, you've been, like, really silent.
Oh, Danny Phantom, let's hear it.
I've just been waiting my turn. I've been, standing in line. I'm actually not a sore loser when I play zombies, but most of the time when I find that I'm playing with uncooperative people of choice, it depends on the map. Nuketown, I can't really do anything, so I just kind of leave it be. But Transit, oh my gosh. Expect the power to turn off every time you buy a perk, because I really don't have the patience for that. And I can hold off without, Juggernog or anything because I've done those, persistent upgrades. So I'm pretty set on those. But Die Rise, oh my gosh. You guys know about the elevator trick?
Oh, where where you just
get
keep
'em on
going
the
up
roof?
and up and up, and then as soon as it's going to go up, you just block the exit.
Yes. I do that every single time. Like, I know if I'm going to have a really shoddy game, I just go straight up to the rooftops and I just stand right in that entrance and I can hear their screams before when the bell is ringing. It's like and all you hear is no. It's just, oh my god,
That's so funny, man.
No.
they know their ultimate demise. Like the moment they hear those bells, and it's like a madhouse on top of the elevator.
No.
Have you guys ever done that thing where you cook a grenade right until it's like, they have about a second to pick it up, and then you throw it at a teammate and see if they'll pick it up? They get really pissed if they do that and then they actually go down. But it's funny.
That actually happened to me. I was stupid enough to do that one of the first times I was playing zombies. Luckily enough, I was playing with the troll, so I did that, and it was pretty radical. I was like, "Wait, what happened?" All confused. Not on Black Ops 2. It was back.
It's better to do the cooking grenades when everybody's tossing grenades. Like if you've done the what is the room above in Kino der Toten with the projector room? Yeah, that's it. Projector room when everybody's tossing grenades down below. Just time the grenade and then just let yours go right in front of your player and then they pick it up and they go down right there. And when you teleport, you can't get them, or I guess you can, but
can you revive through a teleport?
I don't know. Because you go to different rooms and then you end up back in the lobby. I don't know if you have time to revive them.
Yeah. Users, or listeners, can you revive a person while teleporting? Find out and tell us, please.
I have a good idea who's going to be going to be answering that for us. I'm just not going to.
Mimics. He's gonna be answering it.
Okay. So, anyways. Okay, so that's all from A Way to Go.
Thanks for the questions, Way.
Yeah, I have. We should keep some of these questions for next episode. There's a lot. If you guys can see these.
Yeah. No, definitely.
Yeah. So
which ones should we? I say we skip. We'll save bagels for next episode.
Yeah.
So
because he had some great ones, but they'll take a long time.
Oh yeah. So Bagel, if you're listening, we'll do your questions next episode because this is already running a lot of time. Okay, so this one's from Pinnaz. It's about kitchens.
Oh, kitchens.
Kitchens, yeah.
Yorkshire kitchens, Westboro kitchens,
Exeter kitchens, Ottawa kitchens. Seriously.
Yeah.
I don't even have a kitchen. I'm in a dorm room. I can't do any of these. I can't
target you. It's your fault, Flammen. It's your fault we're getting these kitchen ads. They know that you can't be cooking pancakes right now.
Pancakes.
Yeah, dear kitchen people, f*** you. Thank you.
Pretty
I can't wait till
straightforward.
that's bleeped.
Oh, it's gonna be
awesome.
It's gonna be really bleeped. Trust me.
I'm gonna
Really
skip
bleeped.
to that.
I think that kitchens and zombies go great, but maybe you should just stop spamming our forum, kitchens, etc., or whoever it is. I know there's probably no kitchens, etc. in England because no company would be stupid enough to name themselves that. But seriously, stop it, kitchens, etc.
Such a great deals, though. I mean, £600 for a kitchen set. I'm set.
Frank Woods wants a dual sink with the garbage disposal on the side. That's what Frank Woods wants. So
No, he wants a horse.
The worst is they come in waves. In one day you get I'm deleting like at least 4 or 5, and then I'm like, all right, I'm bored, and then somebody else comes and does the rest.
There was like
And
10
then-
of them today.
Yeah.
Like those kitchen spam advertisements. What's the
I
deal?
started, yeah. I literally banned like the first 3 of them, and then I was like, yeah, they're gonna just keep signing up.
You know what's funny? They only strike at night though, like, or at least night for me around my anywhere from 11 to 1. They just come on and raid the forums. Like, really? Somebody's gonna buy a kitchen set at night or early morning for most people?
Lord knows I am.
The midnight munchies.
Honey, where can I get a set of pans? I don't know. Check CODs.
I don't know. It's like just such a sudden influx of them. It's like, what's happening? I know on the VB site, that's just
Oh, that's horrible.
it's
Yeah,
just a
stop.
bunch of bots advertising to each other.
They actually hold conversations. Have you ever read the conversations they do? Like, they start off talking about one thing and then, like, really, not even subtly, Walking Dead episode 4, season 3.
It's Skynet, dude. Talking with each other. It's just the humble beginnings.
I'm just afraid of what will happen to the VB site.
Oh God.
Okay.
Let's not get in. It's too controversial.
Yeah. Okay. So
Can't think about it.
on to another question. This one's from Len. Let's have a discussion about chicken sandwiches. Now, chicken sandwiches are delicious. A few weeks, like last week, after we finished recording last week's podcast, I went out to go get a couple chicken sandwiches. So I went to the McDonald's across the street, and I got a McChicken and a junior chicken. Now, my McChicken was all fine. You know, it's just a McChicken. It's on the sesame seed bun. It's got its lettuce and stuff. And then I'm eating my junior chicken, and after a few bites, and realized, hey, there's something odd about this. This tastes kind of weird. They didn't use the junior chicken patty. They just used another McChicken patty and just slapped it onto a hamburger bun and just called it a junior chicken. It's like, this is not a junior chicken.
That's false advertisement.
You gave me 2 McChickens with just different buns.
A McChicken, eh?
It's silly. It's just like, well, like, I needed the spiciness. It just felt kind of bland eating 2 McChickens after another. I mean, I got a McChicken for $1.50, but still, I didn't want a junior chicken. I
That's why
wanted
you
a
put
junior.
some sauce on that, man.
I
Put
don't
some
do
sauce on
sauce.
that. Really? Not even ketchup?
Not even ketchup.
Ugh.
That's like sandpaper sandwich. Why?
Yeah.
Because it tastes good. I can't do sauce. It salivates too much in my mouth, and I like drink it. And it just so I
You
can't
just
do
use it in moderation.
I can't. Even if you do use it in moderation, it just slides down my throat as if it was like water.
Oh, that sounds bad.
So yeah, I can't do sauce because it just feels like I'm just eating the sauce or drinking it, and except barbecue sauce. Barbecue sauce has the viscosity, the thickness enough so that it provides me the flavor without trickling down my throat.
Can I say something about chicken sandwiches quick?
Yes.
Sure thing.
All right. So if we're talking fast food, then it's either, depending on what part of the states I'm in, it's either Arby's or Chick-fil-A. But if I'm making it at home, then I'm gonna make that chicken, and I'm either gonna like cut that up into strips and like put it on, like I like it on a Kaiser bun, honestly, and like cut up some avocado or avogadro. Put some avogadro on that. It's my favorite. Honestly. So chicken with avogadro on a sesame seed bun. No, Kaiser bun. Kaiser bun is what I want. So that's what I like about chicken sandwiches. Avogadro.
My goodness. Okay. So
I'm gonna interrupt you. No, mods first. Yes, I'm laying the ground rules here. Today, I actually had a chicken foot-long sandwich today. Not from Subway, from my school, and I thought it was going to be like crap, but it actually tasted better than Subway, believe it or not. It was a chicken, an avocado, with a little bit of honey mustard, white bread, because I'm white,
wow.
lettuce.
Wow.
Lettuce. Yeah, I'm the all-American kid, okay? It wasn't Wonder Bread, though. and green peppers, and it was delicious. Yes, that is my chicken sandwich story, and I am Undead XP signing out. Just kidding.
By that logic, since I'm kind of brown, I should have like kind of brown bread.
Yeah, go for wheat next time.
Oh dear.
Nobody's talking about Wendy's.
Their patties are square, dude.
What? No.
No, they
There's
really
no
are
square
square.
patties at Wendy's. The ones over here in California, there's not. They have some delicious chicken sandwiches. Like, oh my god, it's just so orgasmic in your mouth. I don't like ranch, so I don't put it in there. I just leave the lettuce on there. But oh my goodness, it is so tasty, and it kind of has like a little spicy flair to it. But it's not a spicy crispy chicken sandwich. It's just the crispy chicken sandwich, 99 cents. Oh my! I probably blown well over 100 ever since I've been eating there, just alone in maybe 2 months, 3 months. Oh my gosh, you guys are all haters.
I love Wendy's.
I like Wendy's, but only for their square burgers. I mean, I want to go to a place that only sells or that primarily sells like chicken as their like main product, like Chick-fil-A. With some Polynesian sauce. Oh, it's so good. It is so good. You just can't even imagine.
I can't imagine.
Okay, so now that we're all done about talking about chicken and chicken sandwiches.
Love it. Head to the off-topic section if you don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, do that. So now just for some upcoming stuff. Yeah, follow us on Twitter at Podcaster Toten. We have like 6 followers last time I checked. It's really, really sad. So, yeah, if you have a Twitter, if you care about Twitter, I personally don't care about Twitter. I don't really use it that much. But if you like our tweets, if you want us to tweet, just follow us on the Twitter at Facebook at podcast. What the hell?
Facebook Der Toten.
Facebook Der Toten. Follow us on the Twitters at I keep saying that. Follow us on the Twitters at Podcaster Toten. Oh, what? It's exactly as it sounds. Okay, so yeah.
We'll include a link in the in ye old thread.
Yeah.
And also, okay. I just want to say something quick about some sweet upcoming stuff. Well, one of the categories in it, we're going to be giving away one. We're basically going to buy you the DLC 2 for Black Ops 2. We haven't figured out a way to have a contest, but we're going to figure it out this week, and next week we'll come back to you with the details because we do know it's coming out soon, and we want to hook you guys up. So it's going to happen.
Free stuff.
The concept. I cannot talk. Oh my god. The contest will revolve around who can make Undead XP the most annoyed.
This will be fun. I actually agree.
I already know who's gonna win, but I will not say that. So, anyways, if you think you're the person I'm talking about, I'm sorry. You're probably not. But anyways, so yeah. Other than that, we don't really have much more to talk about. Do you guys have any final thoughts?
Basically, I just want to start playing
cricket noise
more. So, yeah, I know I have quite a few of you guys on my friends list already. Xbox Live. If you don't, Undead XP, you should know. And that's my, that's my gamer tag. So I'll really make an effort to actually get to those because. Usually people invite me when I'm playing another game, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, I'm going to play you. But I can't promise anything because it's a hit and miss for my connection. Sometimes it's like, nope, I don't like that person today. So if you don't get in, it's not because I didn't ignore you necessarily. And that's my final thought. Well, I guess that's my final advertisement.
I got to add you.
Buy some kitchen stuff too, okay?
Yeah.
Chicken sandwiches are involved in it.
Yes. You get free chicken breast for every pot, and for every game you play with me.
And if you live in Yorkshire, it's 2 extra.
Oh, okay. So, if that is everything...
Actually, I do have a final thought.
Okay,
All right.
go ahead.
I want to see the original 4 and Black Ops 2 as soon as possible.
Yes.
As do I.
In some form or another.
Absolutely not.
By the old gods and the new.
Will, I mean, that's a big old conspiracy topic here, but will we actually still see Samantha as Samantha or as Richtofen?
As Richtofen.
As Richtofen.
Also, to all you people who thought that the person on the poster was Sam, ha! Ha! We were right.
That's all you had to
It was not. And I'm like yelling this, like people are gonna get mad at me, but it feels good to be right.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I'm right, but still, it feels good.
Pretty sure she's not Sam.
Nah.
Pretty, like 99%.
99.999999999.
So you're not sure then, are you?
Oh, I'm positive. I'm just saying that there is still the chance, like the minuscule chance that she's Samantha, but she's not. She can't. Oh my god. If she is, I will bite my tongue, and I will apologize to you guys. But until then...
And he will eat chicken sandwiches with sauce.
no, I won't.
Better.
Okay, but if that is everything, I am Flammenwerfer, and until next time, you stay calm and kill zombies. And we love you.
Disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are those of the authors and do not reflect the official policy or position of the Call of Duty Zombies.